Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we reveal our dad joke of the day. The average person is really mean. Indeed. All right. Well, I'd like to thank a bunch of new members for starting a new month. We have Colby, Kelly Santini, Ole Petter Olsen, Philip Schwartz, Rosa, Stum, and The Raz Effect. Thank you for all of you signing up as another month as a video early access tier. All right. Well, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got Pumpkin, Horror, Murder, Mystery, Butler, Angel, Romance, Charm, Fantasy, Bloom, Sugar, Parliament, Levy, Love, Gaggle, and Guthrie. So, Guthrie's in a lot of crossword puzzles. It's Arlo Guthrie, the singer. I wonder if we need to know that. Pumpkin, Horror, Murder, Mystery. Is this our rainbow herring? So, let's start looking at Pumpkin and think what else goes with Pumpkin. Pumpkin is, it can be a term of endearment. So can Sugar and Angel. I don't think Charm can be a term of endearment. Hey, come here, Charm. What else would be, though? Love, I suppose, could be. So this is likely terms of endearment. Let's try that. There we go. That was yellow. So, horror. What goes with horror? It was Pumpkin, Horror, Murder, Mystery. I'm pretty sure it was our supposed theoretical rainbow herring. We'll see if it's true. But what does go with horror? Romance would be a yeah. You know, I kind of want to put mystery in it. Is there a 5th? So these are what's the word I'm looking for? Just categories of like books. Sections you might find at the bookstore: horror, romance, fantasy, mystery. Now I'm wondering if there's a 5th, because I was expecting mystery to be part of our rainbow herring, which means it couldn't go with horror, but it's quite possible that these just go together. I could think about what the other ones are. I don't know if I gonna be able to get it easily. We have murder. Okay, murder and gaggle and parliament are all. I don't know what the other one is, but these are animal groupings. So like a murder of crows, a gaggle of geese, a parliament of owls, I believe. Bloom feels like it could be, but I don't know what it would be of. Definitely not Guthrie. Maybe charm, a charm of something. Charm of unicorns, who knows? And then Butler and Levy, no. I thought Levy was spelled with 2 V's, so what is this? Is it Levi? Is that how you spell Levi jeans? I thought it was Levi for Levi jeans. I mean, I'm going to put it this way. Guthrie's a last name. I feel like Butler, Levy, and Bloom, like Orlando Bloom, could be a last name. So, okay, I think we're good. I think these are book genres, fiction genres, all right? And then we've got Parliament, Murder, Gaggle, and I think we're going to have Charm, because I think Bloom is our last name. But we'll see if this is right. All right, that was right. Collective nouns for birds. Oh, they're all birds. Okay. I'll have to look up what charm is for. And then these are last names of someone. I know Arlo Guthrie is a singer, so maybe they're all singers. I don't know. People whose first names are U.S. cities. Interesting. Okay, I was never going to guess that. I'm guessing this is Orlando Bloom then. Is it Arlo Guthrie? Is Arlo a U.S. city? Let's see if we can figure out what these are. So first I'm going to say collective noun charm. Group of goldfinches and sometimes hummingbirds or foxes. Okay, so a charm of hummingbirds, a charm of goldfinches. Got it. Shoot, I don't know how I'm going to figure this out. Let me search for Guthrie first. Was I right about Arlo? Well, there's Woody Guthrie. Let me search for Arlo. Arlo Guthrie is an American singer-songwriter. Okay, Arlo City. I don't know. Okay. I'm not going to be able to put this together right now, so I'm sorry. I don't know who any of these people are other than Orlando Bloom, so people are going to have to just tell me, I guess. Cool. Well, Purple was... How many of you actually figured out Purple as like it was people whose first names are U.S. city? So I was like, these are last names, and I don't know why they go together, but they're last names, so we're putting them together. It was my logic there. So anyway, difficulty. I it all comes down to whether you know this trivia, and that's always annoying when blue purple is like, do you know the collective nouns? The collective nouns, the collective nouns. Or do you know these that these are last names of famous people at the very least? So I mean, the chances of knowing one of those is a little bit higher, but it is trivia still. So that ups the difficulty in my mind. So I think that we're going to be a 2.7 difficulty and a 70% solve rate. Let's see how it goes. They gave it a 3.3. Okay, so they were definitely thinking that. 64%. Okay, so 6% less than my thought. We don't have a million games in yet, though, so sometimes it often the solve percent goes up as more people play. Yeah, we got people making mistakes. All right, I was 1 in 96 today for the Rainbow Order. That's crazy. People are getting fiction genres first. I did Terms of Endearment first just because I started top left with Pumpkin and I saw it. So, I don't know. Maybe this one's also not so easy to find. 10% getting yellow first. Some people know their collective nouns getting blue first. 5% just picking the last names first, I guess. Second, it evens out a bit. Ever. Okay, so people who lost are getting green and nothing else mostly. So we've got 14% with green, 8% with nothing. Another 8% with green and yellow. Interestingly, 3% with green and blue. So not knowing the Terms of Endearment. All right. Murder Bloom. So people just thinking, oh, I don't know what the fourth one is because I didn't either. And I figured out we were doing last names and I figured it was Orlando Bloom. So I picked Charm, but I didn't actually know. I figured it out from the other category. Horror, murder, mystery, romance. So murder is a genre. That's true. But that's kind of the same as, I don't know. Is murder a genre? I feel like mystery is the genre, not murder. But what do I know? Is there a section in Barnes & Noble called murder? Putting Levy in. So just not knowing, again, not knowing what the fourth, like not knowing charm is completely reasonable. So trying different things in it is what people are doing there. And then using, and I said charm didn't feel right, but I did call it out as a possibility for yellow. I just didn't think it felt right. All right. What are people doing first? Green first by a lot. Then blue first. Then green, but with murder instead of fantasy. And then yellow. I'm wondering if this came out of thinking it was a rainbow herring. You know what's interesting? Not many people... Yeah, the ones across the top, people have learned not to do those. They're not showing up here. It's right here. Oh, pumpkin horror murder mystery. Here it is. But it's not quite a rainbow herring. So they kind of got us on that one. Wow, the first thing you lock in is the top row. I wonder... I don't think you would have found this if you shuffled first. So this isn't people shuffling and then doing it. Anyway, maybe it's desperation. All right, cool. Well... How'd you do? Hello, let's do pips for Thursday, October 30th. We'll start with easy. Well, I need both my blanks in here. So I got to do the blank 2 this way and then the blank 3 up because we need, we don't have another 2. So we need to do that. And then these are all equal. So we're doing the 4-4 like this and the 4-1 like that. Wait, what did I do wrong? Oh, I flipped this around. Whoops. Okay, well that ate up some time, but still 18 seconds. All right, let's do the medium. Ooh. 11 has to be 5, 6. That might be a starting point. Ooh, what do we have 5 of? We have 5 twos, it looks like. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or is it ones? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 5 ones is what we have. Now, where does the 1, 1 have to go is kind of the question. I think it's got some optionality. Now, one thing of note is we don't have a 5, 6 to just place here. So the only 6 we have is 6, 1, and all the ones have to go in here. And so now the 1, 1 is going to go somewhere here. This 5 could be 5, 3 or 5, 2. 8 would have to be 2, 6. So it has to be 5, 3. And then the 5, 2 goes into here. And then we need the 4, 1 here. Okay, that all works. Now we're adding to 6. So we're going to do 2, 2 and 1, 1. Oh, come on. And this could have been done the other way. You could move this 2, 1 up and move these 2 down. So that's another way to finish that. All right, cool. Under a minute. Just barely. Let's do the hard pips for Thursday, October 30th. Ooh, okay. We have 2 zeros. This needs to go into a 25. Okay, 25 and 6. I mean, it's high, but it's not maxed. But I think that means I don't want to do the blank 2 in it. I think that means blank 5. We'll see. This needs a blank in it. Oh, so we're probably doing blank 2 like that. And then I don't think I want to throw out a 6. So I'm going to put the 1, 1 here. 17 and 3 is 6, 6, 5. That's forced. So I'm not putting the 6, 1 here. I could put the 5, 3 there. I just don't want to. I don't want to use my big digits up if I don't have to. Now this needs to be 2 6s, but we can't do that because this comes up. So we need to throw out a 6. So I guess we'll throw out. I don't know. We can always change this up, but we can put the 6, 6 here. 3 equals, so we do need this to be the double 5. Unless it's the double 6. So this 5, 6 comes down. And then I'm hoping this just adds to 25. No, it doesn't. Okay, what does it add to? 10 plus 11 is 21. Oh, this is too big. Okay. What does this exactly add to, though? Okay. 18, 20, 29. So I'm 4 over. So how do I subtract 4 from what I just did? I mean, I could flip this around for 1. If I flip this around, then now I just need to subtract 2. I said I could do the 6, 1. So if I swap these, then now, yeah, I know. I think we're on 1 off now. Let me just double check. 18, 20, 27. No, I'm still 2 off? Okay, I must have miscounted something. 18, 20, 27. Okay, I need to subtract 2 still. Oh, no, you know what? I had it. Oh, shoot. I forgot a certain decision I made, but I did have it. We'll flip this back around, and then we're going to get rid of this, and we're going to do... Oh, no. See, I thought I could swap these. I thought I could do the blank 2 in here. Come on, it was already right. It was already right. Okay. I thought I could do this, because this does add to... Wait, this doesn't add to 25. Hold on. How am I messing this up? All right, 18, 20 plus 6. This is 26 now. But this doesn't help, because Okay, I think I could do this, and then I could do this. I know, keep trying. Okay. This is big now. This is still big, because the 5's now still poking in here. So, I don't know how to fix this. Did this help at all? 18, 20, 29. So I need to subtract 4. I can still subtract 2 by flipping this around. But can I subtract 2 more? Or what if I had a... I don't know. How do I subtract 4 from here? I'm trying to think if this 5, 3 can poke in instead of the 6, 6. But I'm not sure how I would do that. Well, it just needs to be greater than 1. So yeah, I could put the 6, 6 here, and I could put the 5, 3 here. And that would, now we're adding to, shoot. It should be 3 less, but I keep messing up the math. 10, 21, 26. So I need to subtract 1 now. Or flip this around and add 1. Oh boy. What's happening here? This is surprisingly not giving way. All right, so if I do this, then I'm at 10, 21, 24. So yeah, I need to add 1 in this case. What could I add 1 to? I don't know. I have a 2, 4 and a 2, 6. You know, actually, this is another option. I don't know how much this helps, but another option is to do this. Or this. How big is this? 10, 19, 22. So now I need to add 3. Was there something I did? Oh, and so now I swap these maybe? I don't know. This it still doesn't add to the right amount. Jeez. 6 by 4 is 15, 22. So now I need to add 3. Swapping this around adds 4. Jeez. Oh, I can add 3 by moving these back. Maybe? Did I do that right? Somehow it's just not working out. My math is weird. 15 plus 4 is 19. Now my problem is I put a 6 in a less than 5. Oops. Okay, so we'll swap these back then. Oh, darn it. I don't know that did it, though. Oh, come on. Yeah, that changed the sum. What is the sum right now? Shoot. 18, 20, 29. I'm back to having to subtract 4. Shoot. I had this adding to 25, but I had a 6 in here. Was there any other? Okay, so what did that look like? That was this with this too. So this is 25, isn't it? 15 plus 10, yeah. This is 25. So how would I fix this? Shoot. If I flip it around, I'm 4 up. So then I can lose 3 by swapping these. But how would I lose 1? Oh, no, I can't. I was thinking this 5, 5 could go here, but no, it can't, because this has to be a double. I'm wondering if I messed up and this needs to be the double 6 up here. Ooh, does that do something? If I put the double 6 here and I flip this around, that subtracts 1. And then I can do the 5, 5 here. Oh, but then no, the issue is that I need 2 6s and a 5 in here. And if I do 6, 6, 6, 5 here, oh, I have this 6 too. So this is going to change a lot, but I could technically do this. And so now, what do we add to? 15 plus 6 is 21. So to get to 25, I need 4 more. So I should be at 24 right now. Oh, and this has to be less than 5 anyway. So actually, I'd have to do this. And now I'm way too big. I'm at 26. Oh, wait, am I 1 up? Am I just 1 up? Yeah, I'm at 26 now. How do I subtract 1 from this? Oh boy. Do I need to start over? I don't know how starting over is going to help. Where can I subtract 1? I think I can subtract 2 by moving this vertical and then this. No, that's the same. Shoot. Does the 1, 1 not go here? No, I think this has to be the 1, 1. I wonder if this could be the 1, 1. Okay. Clearly, I am not approaching this right. I hate restarting, but you saw I tried. I want to put the 1, 1 here, and then that forces the 1, 6 down. Let's see what we can do with this. Oh, but we need a 1 in here. No, that's the reason I didn't do that. And I don't think the 1, 6 here makes any sense, does it? We could put the blank over here. What do we have attached to a 2? We have a 2, 6. So I could put the 2, 6 here, and then like the blank 5 up, and then I could do the 1, 6 here or something. I don't know how much that helps. Like I think I need my. I don't know if this is 5, 5 with a 5, 6 or 6, 6 with the, but this could be 6, 6 if we do the 5, 3. I feel like this is greater than 1 just to make it a 2, but I don't know. Oh no, this breaks that. I can't actually put a 6, 6 in here. This is a domino, this is a domino, this is a domino. So this doesn't work. I didn't. It didn't feel right anyway. So what's the case I haven't considered here? So this domino, this is a 5 or a 6 going into greater than 1. So the only thing it isn't is the 6, 1 or the 5 blank. We already know where the 2 blanks go. They go here and in the 1. How many 1s do I have? I have a 1, 1 and a 1, 6. One of them goes in here. It really feels like we should just do the blank 2 here, but I tried that. Do I need to think about how we're adding to 25? I keep overshooting or undershooting. Like there's this like problem I can't resolve. So it's just 25 and 6 is so middling. Less than 5. So we have a double domino here. Which one are we going to put? 6, 6 or 5, 5? I tried them both. Let's put the 6, 6 in this time again. And then I need either the 6, 1 or 6, 5 or 6, 2. So I'm going to leave that open because having a 1, 2, or 5 available seems nice to go down. Or I could fill this spot up. Maybe that's what I wasn't thinking about. Like doing the, I don't know, let's just pick one, doing like the 6, 2 here. And so now I have kind of a different story. Let's just put a blank in here. I don't know which one. I mean, we can put the blank there and then we can do the 1, 1 again. Okay. So this would be something like the 3, 5. And then this would be like the 6, 1. And then the 6, 5. And then the 5, 5 and the 2, 4, which does not add to 25. But so this adds to 26. I have to subtract 1 from it. This is very similar to what I had before, actually. Not quite the same, though. But this adds to 1 too many. Subtracting 1. How am I going to do that? Like I can subtract 3 by swapping this. Ooh, no, it might not be so easy to swap these two, actually. Oh, boy. I don't know how to think about getting this to 25. I could put the 6, 1 and I could swap the 6, 1 and 6, 2, but that doesn't make any difference. What if I did this? There we go. Wow, over 13 minutes. Okay. So I needed to do 555541 apparently. Who knew? Who knew? Yeah, that was tough. I wonder how many solutions this had. Let me know if yours was significantly different or not, or even a little different. I feel like some things could have been moved around, but maybe not as much as I think. All right, well, how'd you do? Hello, let's do the mini crossword for Thursday, October 30th. Let's play. Words on either side of blank what blank. It is what it is. Breathes like a dog. Pants. Podcasts medium. Radio? Stream? I don't know. Okay. Test with one's nose. Sniff. President after Teddy Roosevelt. I can't remember. Hoppy beers for short. IPAs. Talks trash to. The eye of one down. Is it indie? I don't actually know what IPA stands for. How you might feel after a long car ride. Stiff. Pillowy. Soft? Is this Taft? Oh, it's India probably. And Taft. Talk trash to. Taunt. Oh. Podcast medium is audio. Okay. That makes sense, but it's not kind of along the lines I was thinking. All right, cool. And I guess I think it's India Pale Ale, now that I think about it. But I always forget what the I stands for. Cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do strands. Today's theme is if I'm being picky. So something about choosing or choice. Seeing options there. Chose. Choser. Huh. What would this be? Let's find words. Any words. Easier said than done, apparently. Come on, there's got to be words somewhere in this word game. Naive. Interesting. Naval. Dance. Dancer. Oh, come on. All right, we're going to get started with a hint. Ketchio. Checkio. What the heck? Oi catch. What the heck? Hoich. I have no idea. Well, what's around it? Rude? Ruth. I don't want to double hint this, but I can't figure out how it's we catch you. Evis. Okay, I'm gonna double hint this one so I can get another hint. Oh, it's just choice. And didn't I say choice? Oh my gosh. How did I just not see that was choice? Okay, well. What else means choice? Like sample? Select? Select, maybe. How would I write select? I can't get to the C. Are there any other S's? No, that's the only S. The only E after the S is here. The only L after the E is here. Yeah, we're not doing select. EVISRHUR. Just words that mean you're choosing. Choice. TH. Maybe I'm not understanding this. I can't think of words that would mean the same thing. Point? No. I gotta find more words so I can hint again. Nate. No. Teen. Teen was accepted. Attend. What are we doing here? What are double T? I want to do IVE here as well. Like selective, but I can't do it. There's an ect here. In fact, we can do ect. Oh, maybe elective? Elective, okay. Oh, is it you choose, you... I want it to be like your choice, but no. You decide. You decide. Okay, you decide. Druthers. Okay. Potion. Why would it be potional? Potional. Optional. Or maybe just option. Okay. Alternative. There we go. Gosh, that was a struggle. I don't even know why. It was just a struggle. Alrighty. Well, I had to double hint choice. I just could not. I don't know why I didn't see it. I couldn't see it. Well, anyway, how'd you do? All right. Today's bonus game is Crosswordle. After the solve, we will spin the wheel to see what tomorrow's bonus game is. The way this game works is we are reconstructing someone's Wordle solve. But we assume that they are playing in such a way that they're not repeating grays and they're not using yellows in the same spot. Of course, the greens have to be in the same spot no matter what. Anyway, let's play. So this has to be the O. So we need a word that ends in O. We have two yellows, so it has to be from M-A-N-G. So we need to think of something that ends in O that would do that. So this is an A, N, or G, and then this is an M, A, or G. I'm thinking about an I-O ending, but I'm not sure. I can't do banjo. That doesn't work. Huh. I have to think of something. Like an N here. It would be nice to have a vowel, but G here. Maybe a GR or GL. And then the A. Grado. That doesn't seem to work. And I think an O is tough. Tango? No, there's no T. Tango's just mango with the T, the first letter change. I felt like, the double consonant at the start was the key, but we can't do that with the N. We could start with A, but then we can't use the A here. Yo. Armia. I don't know. I may not be able to do this. I can't think of a word that works. I thought of one. I don't like it though. But we can do this word. All right. So now this, we have to use the N and G again. So this would have, oh no, see, I can't even do this. Okay. So this is the problem. Is that this can't be an N, which means that can't be an N, right? Because if this is the N, that means the guess before, this is the N, this is something else like an A. Then this guess before here can't be the A, can't be the N, but it has to be a yellow that's carried forward, and there's nothing. Oh, it could be the O. Okay, so actually I can do this. I just realized this can be the O, and then this can be the N or the G. Okay. What does GO or NO? I can't do an A or an O here, or an E. So maybe an in somehow, or an un. Un. Uno. What else can go? Oh, you know what we can do? We can do known. That's pretty nice. And this second N would be gray, so that's correct. And then now here we have to use the O. We just got to use all new letters. I think we can do this. Something like topsy. Topsy's not a word. Okay. Something like doesn't have to be a T. I just thought topsy would be it. How about doubt? That's fun. All right, I did it. I'm gonna show another solution because I'm curious. Gumbo was a way to fill that. And in fact, it might have been the only word other than the one I picked, which is probably not gonna pick. Okay. So this had to be gumbo, and I just couldn't think of it. Gumbo. Okay. And from there, it did use the OG, but it used them this way because I used the G here. MO or O. Yeah, there's more options here. Okay. I just couldn't think of gumbo at all. Gumbo shrimp. Okay. Well, that is it for this. That's all the games for this video. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's spin the wheel to see what we're playing tomorrow. All right, Dan's suggestion of Word 500. So I will include a link in the description so you can play that tomorrow and check against my solve. And now that is it for this video. If you'd like to watch Wordle, you can click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all of the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.